Hey book lovers! Today, we're diving into James Clear's game-changing book, Atomic Habits, a revolutionary guide that's transforming the way we think about personal growth and behavior change. Whether you're a productivity guru or just starting your self-improvement journey, this video has something for everyone. We'll kick things off with a general overview of the book, followed by a spoiler-free summary for those of you still deciding whether to pick it up. If you're just looking for a quick preview, you can stop after that section. But if you've already read the book or don't mind diving deeper, stick around. We'll then move into a detailed review, discussing the book's strengths and exploring its practical strategies. Finally, for those who want to reinforce their understanding or need a refresher, we'll conclude with a comprehensive breakdown of Clear's 4 laws of behavior change. So, grab your favorite notebook, get comfortable, and let's explore the transformative world of atomic habits. Whether you're looking to build better habits, break bad ones, or simply understand the science behind behavior change, this video will equip you with the tools you need to make lasting improvements in your life. Published in 2018, this groundbreaking book falls under the genre of personal development and has quickly become a modern classic in the field of habit formation and behavior change. James Clear, a renowned habits expert and writer, has crafted a masterpiece that has resonated with millions worldwide. Atomic Habits has sold over 5 million copies, been translated into over 50 languages, and spent more than a year on the New York Times bestseller list. Clear's work has been featured in prestigious publications such as Time magazine, the New York Times, and the Wall Street Journal. What sets Atomic Habits apart is its practical, science-based approach to building good habits and breaking bad ones. Clear argues that the key to long-lasting change lies not in setting ambitious goals, but in making tiny, consistent improvements, what he calls atomic habits. This book offers a framework for understanding how habits work and provides concrete strategies for making positive changes in your life, one small step at a time. Atomic Habits is built on the premise that small incremental changes can lead to remarkable results over time. Clear introduces readers to the concept of compound growth in personal development, illustrating how improving by just 1% each day can lead to significant progress over months and years. The book is structured around 4 laws of behavior change, which form the backbone of Clear's habit formation strategy. These laws are: make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying. For each law, Clear provides practical techniques and real-world examples to help readers apply these principles in their own lives. One of the key insights in Atomic Habits is the importance of identity in habit formation. Clear argues that the most effective way to change your habits is to focus on who you wish to become rather than what you want to achieve. This shift in perspective from outcome-based habits to identity-based habits is a game-changer for many readers. Throughout the book, Clear debunks common myths about habit formation and willpower. He emphasizes the role of environment in shaping behavior and provides strategies for designing your surroundings to make good habits inevitable and bad habits impossible. Atomic Habits also delves into the science of habit formation, explaining concepts like the habit loop, the role of dopamine in motivation, and the power of immediate rewards in reinforcing behavior. Clear presents these complex ideas in an accessible, engaging way, making the science easy to understand and apply. What sets this book apart is its focus on practical application. Each chapter ends with a summary of key points and actionable steps, allowing readers to immediately put the concepts into practice. Clear also provides a variety of tools and templates on his website to support readers in implementing the book's strategies. While Atomic Habits offers a wealth of strategies for personal improvement, It's not just about productivity or success. Clear emphasizes the importance of aligning habits with personal values and finding joy in the process of improvement itself. Whether you're looking to develop a new skill, break a bad habit, or simply improve your daily routines, Atomic Habits offers a comprehensive, practical guide to making lasting changes in your life. It's a book that not only informs but also inspires, encouraging readers to believe in their capacity for change and providing them with the tools to make that change a reality. James Clear's Atomic Habits is a comprehensive guide to building good habits and breaking bad ones. The book's strength lies in its clear and concise explanations of habit formation principles. Clear breaks down complex concepts into easily digestible steps, making it accessible to readers of all levels. He emphasizes the importance of small, incremental changes, arguing that tiny improvements over time can lead to significant results. The book also offers practical strategies and actionable advice for creating a supportive environment for habit change. However, while Atomic Habits provides a solid foundation for understanding habit formation, it may not offer groundbreaking insights for experienced readers. The book's focus on incrementalism and the importance of environment might be familiar to those who have already explored self-help literature. Additionally, some readers might find the book's emphasis on small, seemingly insignificant changes to be overly simplistic. Nonetheless, Atomic Habits remains a valuable resource for anyone looking to improve their habits and achieve long-term success. Introduction. My story. James Clear starts by sharing a personal anecdote about a life-altering injury he suffered in high school, which caused him to focus on small habits for recovery. He describes how tiny, incremental improvements over time helped him become a successful student and athlete. This sets the tone for the book's core philosophy. Habits compound over time, whether positive or negative, and have the power to shape our lives dramatically. Clear emphasizes that the path to success is not through radical, immediate change, but rather through small, consistent actions. Chapter 1. The Surprising Power of Atomic Habits. Clear introduces the concept of atomic habits, which are small, easy-to-do actions that compound into significant results over time. He draws a comparison to compounding interest in finance, explaining that even 1% improvements each day lead to exponential growth. He also introduces the aggregation of marginal gains, a concept popularized by the British cycling team, which improved by making tiny optimizations across multiple areas. Clear warns that while habits compound over time, so do negative behaviors, which can lead to detrimental results if left unchecked. Key takeaway: small changes lead to significant results over time. Chapter 2. How your habits shape your identity, and vice versa. In this chapter, Clear explains the relationship between habits and identity. He argues that lasting change comes from focusing on who you wish to become, rather than what you want to achieve. The process of habit formation is often driven by your sense of self-identity. For example, if you see yourself as someone who exercises regularly, you're more likely to stick to workout routines. Clear stresses the importance of identity-based habits, which align with who you believe you are, and contrast them with outcome-based habits, which focus solely on results. Key takeaway: to change your habits, change your identity. Chapter 3. How to build better habits in 4 simple steps. Clear introduces the habit loop: cue, craving, response, and reward, a concept borrowed from Charles Duhigg's work in The Power of Habit. He simplifies it into the 4 laws of behavior change. Cue: make it obvious. Craving: make it attractive. Response: make it easy. Reward. Make it satisfying. These 4 steps are the foundation of habit formation, and Clear emphasizes how understanding and manipulating each step can help you build positive habits and break negative ones. Key takeaway: master the 4-step process of habit formation. Chapter 4: The Man Who Didn't Look Right. Clear shares a story about a nurse who saved a patient's life by trusting her intuition that something was wrong. This story illustrates how habits work unconsciously. Once habits are ingrained, they operate below the level of conscious awareness, freeing up mental energy for other tasks. Clear discusses the importance of automaticity and explains how habits become automatic over time through repetition. Key takeaway: habits automate behavior, allowing you to focus on more important tasks. Chapter 5: The Best Way to Start a New Habit. Here, Clear discusses the importance of implementation intentions, specific plans that define when and where you will perform a new habit. For example, saying, "I will work out for 30 minutes at 6 a.m. at the gym," gives your habit a specific cue and time, increasing the likelihood of follow-through. He also introduces the concept of habit stacking, which involves attaching a new habit to an existing one. For example, if you want to start meditating, you might attach it to brushing your teeth each morning. Key takeaway: specificity and habit stacking are key to habit success. Chapter 6: Motivation is Overrated. Environment often matters more. Clear argues that while motivation is important, environment often has a more significant impact on habits. By shaping your environment to support good habits, you make it easier to stick to them. For example, if you want to read more, place a book next to your bed, so it becomes an obvious cue. He suggests designing environments to make positive habits more obvious and negative habits more difficult. Key takeaway: optimize your environment to encourage good habits. Chapter 7: The Secret to Self-Control. In this chapter, Clear delves deeper into environmental influences, arguing that self-control is less about willpower and more about reducing exposure to cues that lead to bad habits. By removing temptations, you create an environment that supports self-discipline without relying solely on willpower. He advises setting up your environment to avoid triggers, such as keeping junk food out of your home if you're trying to eat healthily. Key takeaway: control your environment, not just your willpower. Chapter 8: How to Make a Habit Irresistible. This chapter covers the second law of behavior change: make it attractive. Clear introduces the concept of temptation bundling, which involves pairing an action you want to do with one you need to do. For instance, if you enjoy watching Netflix, you might allow yourself to watch only while exercising. By linking a positive reward to a habit, you increase your motivation to complete it. Key takeaway: make habits attractive by bundling them with things you enjoy. Chapter 9: The Role of Family and Friends in Shaping Your Habits. Clear emphasizes the role of social influence in shaping behavior. We tend to adopt the habits of those around us. If you spend time with people who exercise regularly, you're more likely to exercise yourself. Conversely, social groups can reinforce negative behaviors. Clear suggests joining groups where your desired behavior is the norm, making it easier to adopt new habits. Key takeaway: surround yourself with people who have the habits you want. Chapter 10: How to Find and Fix the Causes of Your Bad Habits. This chapter addresses the challenge of breaking bad habits by focusing on the cues that trigger them. Clear suggests using inversion of the 4 laws to make bad habits more difficult. Make the cue invisible. Make the craving unattractive. Make the response difficult. Make the reward unsatisfying. By altering the cues and responses that drive bad habits, you can reduce the chances of engaging in them. Key takeaway: use the 4 laws in reverse to break bad habits. Chapter 11: Walk slowly, but never backward. In this chapter, Clear talks about the importance of consistency over intensity. Many people fail because they try to do too much at once or expect immediate results. Clear encourages readers to focus on showing up every day, even if the effort is small. He uses examples like Jerry Seinfeld's productivity strategy of creating a chain by marking an X on a calendar for every day he writes jokes. The goal is not to break the chain. Key takeaway: consistency trumps intensity in the long run. Chapter 12. The Law of Least Effort. Clear explains that humans are wired to conserve energy, which is why we gravitate toward habits that require the least effort. To create lasting habits, it's essential to make them as easy as possible. He suggests strategies like preparation and optimizing tools to reduce the friction between you and your desired habit. For example, laying out your workout clothes the night before can reduce the effort needed to exercise in the morning. Key takeaway: make habits easy by reducing friction. Chapter 13. How to stop procrastinating by using the 2-minute rule. Clear introduces the 2-minute rule, which states that when starting a new habit, it should take no more than 2 minutes to complete. The idea is to make habits so easy that it's impossible to say no. For instance, if your goal is to read more, start by reading just 1 page. Once you've established the habit, you can expand on it. Key takeaway: start small by making new habits take only 2 minutes. Chapter 14. How to make good habits inevitable and bad habits impossible. This chapter focuses on commitment devices, self-imposed rules that make it harder to fall back into bad habits. For example, you can set up automatic deductions to a savings account if your goal is to save money, or leave your phone in another room if you want to limit screen time. These devices make bad habits more difficult to engage in and good habits automatic. Key takeaway: use commitment devices to lock in good habits. Chapter 15. The Cardinal Rule of Behavior Change. Clear states that the most important aspect of habit change is making it satisfying. Habits need immediate rewards to reinforce them. He introduces the idea of reinforcement, which ensures that the brain associates the habit with something positive. This can involve tracking progress or giving yourself a small reward after completing the habit. He also warns against immediate punishments for bad habits, as this can reinforce negative behavior. Key takeaway: reinforcement and immediate rewards solidify habits. Chapter 16. How to stick with good habits every day. In this chapter, Clear addresses habit tracking and the importance of measuring your progress. Whether it's marking off days on a calendar or using an app, tracking gives you visual proof of your progress, which serves as a reward in itself. He emphasizes tracking your habits daily, even if just with a simple check mark, enhances the likelihood of sticking with them. Clear highlights that tracking keeps you accountable, providing visible progress that can serve as its own reward. However, he warns against the downside of tracking. When you miss a day, he suggests following the never miss twice rule, emphasizing the importance of quickly getting back on track after a slip-up. Key takeaway: track your habits and get back on track as soon as possible. Chapter 17. How an accountability partner can change everything. Accountability is a powerful motivator for sticking to habits. In this chapter, Clear suggests using accountability partners or joining groups where your desired behavior is the norm. Having others keep you in check, or making your habits public, increases the stakes and makes failure less likely. Social and peer pressure can play a positive role in maintaining consistency. Key takeaway: use accountability and social reinforcement to stay consistent. Chapter 18. The Truth About Talent: when genes matter and when they don't. Here, Clear discusses how genetics influence our habits and behaviors. While talent or genetic predisposition can give someone an advantage, effort still plays the key role in success. He argues that understanding your strengths and weaknesses helps you align your habits with your natural inclinations. For instance, if you're naturally inclined toward creative work, you'll likely find it easier to build habits around such activities. Key takeaway: work with your strengths to create habits that suit your nature. Chapter 19: The Goldilocks Rule: How to Stay Motivated in Life and Work. Clear introduces the Goldilocks Rule, which states that humans experience peak motivation when working on tasks that are just challenging enough. Not too easy, not too hard. The balance between difficulty and skill keeps us engaged. Too much challenge leads to frustration, while too little leads to boredom. He suggests setting goals that stretch your abilities slightly beyond your current level to maintain motivation. Key takeaway: to stay motivated, ensure tasks are within your Goldilocks zone of difficulty. Chapter 20: The Downside of Creating Good Habits. In this final chapter, Clear addresses the potential downsides of habits, particularly the risk of falling into a rut of complacency. Once habits become automatic, they can sometimes lead to stagnation. To counter this, he recommends regular reflection and reviewing your habits periodically to ensure they're still aligned with your goals. He emphasizes that habits are tools for improvement, but they must be flexible enough to adapt as your life and goals evolve. Key takeaway: periodically review and adjust your habits to avoid complacency. Conclusion: the secret to results that last. Clear concludes the book by reminding readers that achieving remarkable results doesn't come from one massive action, but from consistent, small improvements over time. He encourages readers to focus on the process, not the outcomes, and to trust that habits, when compounded, will produce powerful long-term results. Habits are not about perfection but progress, and every tiny effort contributes to the larger goal. Summary of key concepts: atomic habits are small incremental changes that compound over time. Habits consist of a cue, craving, response, and reward, forming a loop. Focus on identity-based habits rather than outcome-based habits. Use strategies like habit stacking, implementation intentions, and temptation bundling to make habits stick. Create an environment that supports your goals, and control exposure to negative cues. Consistency is key. Small, regular efforts trump large, inconsistent actions. Utilize habit tracking and accountability to stay motivated and on course. Regularly review and adapt your habits to ensure they continue to align with your evolving goals. And there you have it, folks. We've journeyed through the world of Atomic Habits by James Clear, from its core concepts to its practical applications. We started with a general overview, introducing you to Clear's revolutionary approach to habit formation and behavior change. We explored how small, consistent actions, those atomic habits, can lead to remarkable results over time. For those of you who joined us for the spoiler-free review, I hope you've gained enough insight to decide if this book is right for you. Remember, Atomic Habits isn't just about productivity. It's about creating a system for continuous improvement in any area of your life. And for those who stayed for the comprehensive plot summary, I hope you've gained a deeper understanding of Clear's 4 laws of behavior change. Make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying. Whether you're looking to build a new habit or break an old one, these principles provide a practical framework for lasting change. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more book reviews and summaries. And remember, as James Clear would say, success is the product of daily habits, not once-in-a-lifetime transformations. So start small, be consistent, and watch as those atomic habits compound into life-changing results. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep reading, keep growing, and keep building those atomic habits.